Welcome back to Phoenix Point. I'm Hoosfoos McCabe, and we are, of course, picking up from where we left off. Between episodes, the only thing I did was decide to manufacture and bump to the top this Ninurta's mace, because I do think, obviously, with the behemoth on the map, we are going to run into problems, and the thing I realized is we have 3 weapons and 2 modules, and our ships can only handle 1 module and 2 weapons. So it seems weird to not have 4 weapons. The other thing I realized is that we have 2 Artemis MK1s and this Prometheus AM, and all of them are radar guidance ones. And so I wanted something different. The Ninurta's mace is, I think, like visual. Yeah, it's visual guidance. And it does have a fair bit of damage it can do. Its range is kind of junk. But I thought, you know, if we're in close, then it might have a better chance of hitting, even though it only has a 50% accuracy. The only other change I made between episodes was to send the Salvation, instead of leaving it parked at Phoenix University, I'm sending it up to the Chaos Market to see if there's anything good there, but they're really on their way kind of up here. I looked around at everybody that is on the Salvation, and none of them are close to leveling, so I don't want to just have them sitting around. We do have the issue that most of what we know is explored over here in North and South America. And actually, well, certainly in South America. And so we've kind of got this ship in the Salvation just sitting around doing nothing, and Phoenix University is about as far as can be from the action. So I'm not sure what that means in terms of long-term viability for Phoenix University. I also don't want to just leave a ship with a bunch of guys hanging around over here. So we're going to figure out what to do with them. If you do know whether havens can be attacked once we have killed these Pandoran nests, please let me know, because that is a factor. Because obviously, if these havens are easily susceptible to being invaded, then we want to leave a ship closer to here. Anyway, that's the current situation. I think we're ready to just go ahead and hit play. Aha. Synedrian completed restricted bionic technology, and now they are working on Venom crossbow development. It's going to take them almost 12 days. Editor Who's here. We already had restricted bionic technology. I'm going to skip the part of the recording where I tried to figure out what it meant that Synedrian had finished researching it. I'm also skipping the bit where, once I realized we already had it, I complained for a while. I definitely didn't bitch about citizens Nikolai and Athena, or about Synedrian in general. The blessing has reached here. And now the hope has reached here. So now what we need to do is we need to equip the blessing with some stuff, and we then need to shuffle some guys around. So do we want the blessing to have fire suppression or armor plates? You know what? I don't want anybody to catch fire, so let's do this, and then let's give them this laser gun and the missiles. So that makes them very similar to our other guys who have, this is the Orochi cannon. This is the Phoenix cannon that we've had since the beginning. This one's visual guidance. This one's radar guidance. It does a lot less damage, but the cooldown is only 5 seconds. The range is also really good on it, 1850 versus 1300. So it's, does this, wait, one of them actually ignores armor, but I think that's a new Jericho one. So the blessing is equipped. The burden is sitting here. Let's put some people on these 2 ships. Just as a reminder, the plan I have currently is to send both ships in this direction of this stealing or finding and reclaiming the Imperial Regalia for the Japanese Empress. And then that way we're prepared for whatever this is over here. And the behemoth is moving, I believe, in this direction. I'm not certain. So that leaves us just prepared for kind of anything. So give me a moment to load out our ships, and I will return. And we're back. I moved Yeoman Johnson from the Burden to the Hope. The Hope is going to do some exploration for us because we're not using him as a ferry right now. I moved Jacob, Tirana, Elsa, Citizen Eileen, and Grimland to the Blessing. You'll notice there's 1 extra slot available. We're going to go try to grab that Anu Berserker from that haven that had been raided a few episodes ago, and just throw them right on here. It's a level 4 Berserker if she's still there. I'll check before, obviously, we send the Blessing in that direction, because I think she'd make a great addition to the team, and I don't want to have to return to a base to pick her up. The Burden, I put Arena, Tamar, and Barbara, along with the Scarab on here, This is not, I think, the greatest mix, but we do have a couple of snipers. We have also an assault in arena, and she's quite good, although she's not level 7. Let's see where she is. She's actually not that close. And we have Tamar, who we really like. So the only real challenge here is that it's not a particularly diverse team, and Barbara has never been in the field, even though she's level 7, so I'm going to have to spend a lot of Phoenix Pool points upgrading her. I left Santino, Elda, and Meta, our 3 recent recruits, as well as Montserrat at Phoenix Cobble, because we are building a couple of training facilities, and we have had a difficult time getting our infiltrators to get experience. I don't really know why, so we're going to let Montserrat level up a little bit here. We're also just going to sit around for long enough to let the Burden and the Blessings crews just restore their stamina, and a couple of cases they need some hit points too. So let's get going. The crew of the Blessing and the Burden are fully healed. Oh, I guess I could have sent the Hope out right away. That's okay. It's only a couple hours. So we want to find... Yes, it's this person over here, right? This is... Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. Is that... Wait, no. Here we go. Emily Rodriguez. Oh, she's level 3. But she... Oh, that's right. She has this cool regeneration torso. Yes, we definitely want her. She's going to come corrupted. So this is Lagash. Yes, that's correct. So Lagash is right here. It's not the Hope, though, that we're going to send there. Let's send... Oh, I didn't want to send the Hope off until the Nerda's mace was finished. Right. That's why we're leaving him there. So we're going to send the Blessing off to Lagash. That's Nunzi. I keep getting confused. There we go, Lagash. So you're going there. We're going to go to the Burden. The Burden we're going to send in this direction. Oh, well, we're going right through this, so why don't we explore this? And then we'll go there to potentially do this mission. My expectation is that we're going to bring the Blessing over here as well. The Hope... we don't need the gift, it's doing its thing. The Hope is going to stay here for another few hours because I want to arm it. And I think we're good to go.
Research complete.
Oh, Chiron Vivisection. Summary. The capabilities and behavior of this creature are so narrowly focused we can only assume that some extraordinary intelligence is coordinating the mutation process. The Chiron originates from larger, more sophisticated gestation structures than those of human-sized Pandoran mutations. Our speculation is that a very large, probably immobile organism sits at the heart of such structures. I feel like we read this. Language. Very little. We suspect it responds to some kind of signaling from more intelligent Pandorans. Countermeasures. Multiple weapons tests on live specimens has given our operatives greater effectiveness against these mutants in the field, and so we get 10% extra damage inflicted on them, which is one of the reasons I wanted it there. Or wanted to research it, excuse me. So we're starting on the Mist Repeller. 2 days, 17 hours is a long time. And we are building more research facilities, but I wonder if we should build... Oh god, I really want one of these things. And it's going to take time to develop it after. To manufacture it after. You know what? Maybe... Oh no, this is 11 days, 17 hours? Jeez. Do we want another vehicle? I know the Aspida can do all sorts of stuff, and I know the Armadillo can do all sorts of stuff, and because it's direct fire, and so that makes it easier. That was the trick that Daddy Khan knows about turning the vehicle. It doesn't work until you have a direct fire thing. No, I really want to get these going. So we'll just keep up with that. Let's go.
Construction complete.
Aha! Okay, so we have an... Oh, Haven Nunzi's under attack by Pandorans. We were just looking at that Haven. Damn it. Okay, and then we have yet another training facility at Phoenix University, which I'm not even sure is wise anymore. Let's see who is there. Phoenix University. Why didn't you just take me right there? Oh, we've got Mutoid and Kirill. Yeah, well, that's all there is for that place. And we want to go over to Nunzi. That was... Let me zoom all the way out. That's over here. Right? Whoa. What is this? No. Yes, right here. Newsy. So, what is it? Okay, the attacking force is 14 and the defending is 17. I mean, we have ships headed in this direction. Where is We could reroute the blessing there. And maybe we skip this with the burden. I'm going to look at the personnel on both those ships and see... No, I think we just take the blessing over there. This is a pretty cracked team. And the burden, as I said, is maybe not the strongest team. So, and the blessing is kind of on its way there. So let's take the blessing. Oh, that's weird that it doesn't... Oh, I can do it this way. Okay. Is the burden... Oh, they're just in some random ass order. There we go. Blessing. And we're going to send them over here. And we'll see what shape this haven is in once we get there. Okay, you can explore this. So I'm not too concerned yet about this stuff over here and the behemoth. The behemoth is heading in this direction. Ah, Ninurta's mace is done. Perfect. What if I had zoomed over here? Oh, wait, did you make it to the Chaos? Oh, yes, because it doesn't stop for manufacturing completions. And by the way, I scheduled, at some point, a whole nother set of tech ops stuff for Forge, because we might need to use Ed and Forge at the same time. Or maybe not, but I feel like we should have another set of tech armor. Let's go to Air Force and the Hope and give them this thing. And now we can take the Hope. That's this one? Which one's the Hope? This one. Oh, I guess I can tell by the shape, right? And we're going to send them... Where did I say? Oh, that's right. They're going to do some exploring for us. Yes, but there isn't that much. And they can do some trading as well. Why don't we just have the Hope do exploring here? And yes, we're working on this newsy. That's where the burden is going. The blessing is going. Let me just double check I didn't mess that up. Yeah, they're going to newsy. Oh, and of course, the Salvation is at the marketplace. So let's take a look at what there is. Screamer. This is a Kaos Buggy sonic turret. Really, another weapon for the Daddy-Con Coupe? It's got a minigun and a screamer. It's a sonic blast. It does 80, but it's a single shot. Oh, I see. It's oops. It's got a radius on it. I see. And what's the range? 20. That's actually a pretty good range for compared to the other weapons on this thing. Okay, what else do we have? Improved chassis for the Aspida, which we're not going to get until we have an Aspida. More stuff for the Aspida. More stuff for the Aspida. This would allow our Scarab to run over worms, mindfraggers, and myrmidons, but it slows it down. And part of what I like about the Scarab is its speed. Engine upgrade for... Oh my gosh, look, it gives it plus 14... Gives the Armadillo plus 14 speed. Incredible. MSNT. This is another Aspida thing. And I see the problem is I don't know how good these are for the Aspida. Otherwise, I might buy some since they're not always available. Let's see, wait, the Themis. Wasn't there another Themis? There's two Themises, right? Oh no, there's two Apollos. This Apollo is 375. This Apollo is 400. No, 470. Got another Screamer. Oh right, because these are one-shot deals. We don't get to manufacture them. Subjector. This is a sniper rifle. That also does poison, which we really like. Experimental exhaust system. Oh, really? Kaos Buggy engine upgrade. Makes it faster. Advanced mutation? No, this was for sale before. We're going to research that. Hybrid engine. This is a Spida. Redemptor. It does acid. That's actually a pretty good shotgun. It's 165. That might be fun to have. I think we might buy that. Purgatory is Armadillo. Hibernation pods. No, we can do these ourselves, but this, of course, we could, instead of manufacturing, we would just get these. Or maybe not. Maybe we haven't researched these. I thought we had. Or we could. Let's get one of these Redemptors. This seems pretty good. 50 damage. A burst of 8. That's a lot of damage. And it does acid. Yeah, I feel like that's a good purchase. And then we've got experimental exhaust. Do we want to put this on the Kaos Buggy? I'm not sure. And it is a fair bit of resources. This is 165. Let's take one of these as well. And the Screamer is a Kaos Buggy sonic turret. This, I don't think we've seen this before, even though there's two of them here. This is kind of expensive. No, because even though it would be really cool to have a second weapon on the Kaos Buggy, it still uses action points. Although we do have with the Kaos Buggy, so we get extra shots with it. Why don't we get the speed upgrade for 340? In part because I feel like Daddy-Con was not super happy with the name of the Daddy-Con Coupe. It sounded like a pimp mobile to him. So now that we have that, we can go over here to personnel and we can find the buggy, and maybe Daddy Con will like this more. We'll make a little change. Where is the Daddy Con coupe? There it is. Daddy Con coupe, edit vehicle, let's see, equipment. Wait, there we go, armor. This is experimental exhaust, it can go here. And now it's faster, right? So, dude, can we see the speed from here? No. Right, but it's +5 speed, so it's no longer a coupe. I mean, obviously, it's a Corvette. Don't worry if you don't find me funny. I find myself funny enough for all of us. Okay, so if we go over here to pretty much anybody else, actually, who uses shotguns? Assault people use shotguns. Let's back out of here. Omar is an assault heavy. So if we go here and we look, here is our new shotgun, Redemptor. This would be good for him too. It's a burst weapon. Yeah, and he's got a biochemist. And we also, why don't we just, instead of doing this, why don't we just look at, we have this new, where's our sniper? This is the subjector that we just bought. So we'll probably equip those on our guys when we go into a battle. And it's presumably going to be that Haven. Let's head over to, I think we want to keep an eye on the Blessing. Yeah, I think that's the right one. Because they're going to the Haven. Although I guess they're going to finish. Rite of the Crimson Moon at Kalhu. The Rite of the Crimson Moon is about to be performed at Kalhu. This rite is dedicated to teaching the faithful the value of physical struggle in support of spiritual goals. Invented by former decathlete Anagnostes Nishuber, who is personally present today and blessed by the Exalted herself. The Rite of the Crimson Moon is a brutal challenge that should not be undertaken lightly. Anagnostes Nishuber extends an invitation to participate to our operatives. She would love to see whether Project Phoenix can handle such a physical trial. Who is this? This is the Burden. So I think we're going to get a stamina hit. I think we should participate though. Anagnostes Nishuber is impressed by our operatives. Clearly, the Phoenix Project teaches its people some useful skills, she laughs. Although you do look, and I deepen my voice, even though she's a lady. Although you do look a little worse for wear. As a reward for your bravery, I will teach you some of my personal training methods. Help you get a little bit closer to that physical perfection we must all strive for. So they like us 3 more, which is good because we were getting a little low. The Haven leader likes us 10 more. Our soldiers have suffered 30 damage and lost 10 stamina, but they got 60 skill points each? No. What? No. Oh, it looks like those damages were across... Damages? The damage they took, or the negative impact, was taken across all of them. Let's see if we got... Maybe we got 60 in the Phoenix pool. We did. We got 60 Phoenix pool points. That's amazing. And what did they take? So they took 4 points. Oh, okay, yeah. Arena took 4 points of stamina. And, I mean, it's not great, but... Oops. Who else was on that ship? Just a second. And Barbara. Right. So see, the problem with Barbara is that she... Oh, shoot. Hold on, we need to do a little bit of an experiment with Barbara. Let's give her a little bit more strength. Yes, this is a problem. Wait, no, is it a problem? Hold on. No, okay, I was concerned that she would need to heal when we gave her strength, but she didn't. I gave her 1 more point. She did get 10 more added on. Although, I thought she was at 148. But that's okay. So that was, I think, a good trade. Oh, and there is a Haven here, so I'll trade with them. Okay, I traded a lot of our hexes for quite a few gears. We're actually getting a little bit low. And where are you? Oh, here. You're coming over here. I'm very concerned about sending the Burden and that particular crew to this mission. Why don't I send them here to explore this? I was thinking of having them tag team with the Blessing. Oh, and we need to do something with the Salvation. Right, so we're going to send the Salvation. Do you have anything good for us? Well, you do have stuff. And we can give you apples? Yes, I think we'll move there. Let's go. You have reached here? Yes, explore please. Where's the Burden? I mean the Blessing. The Blessing is almost here. Let's see how this is going. It looks like purple means... I've never really paid attention to this, but it looks like purple means the Anu people and red means the Pandorans, because that seems like the right balance there. It's twice as much purple as there is, or pink as there is red. Oh, And you've reached here. Okay, I'm going to trade with these guys. So we actually almost ran out of food in that trade. So I want to take a look. 960 food. So I'm going to have to come up with some food before we pick this up. Or pick up Emily. That's okay, because we probably get something from doing these guys. Let's go back to the Salvation. We're going to have them continue to be our little trade vehicle. We finished some of the stuff for a technician. Let's trade here. Okay, I traded here, and that gave us enough food to pick up Emily when we're ready. So we're just going to have the Salvation just trade all the way up. Yes, okay, here we are at the Haven, and we will get stuff for helping. And it's daylight, which I like more, and the threat level's low. That's very nice. We are in a corrupted area, so everybody's going to take a point of corruption when we land there. I can check our Anu reputation, but probably we're not going to get all 6 of these points. But I'm going to stop the episode here, pick up this battle for the next episode. So thank you so much for your support and all the comments that people have been providing. It makes me feel great to see that this series is resonating with people. I love you very much. Please remember to have your pets spayed or neutered.